We are live. Welcome everybody to this Too Sweet and Short, brought to you by Too Sweet Converse and the Too Sweet Cosplay crew. What's up? I am Nico.
Devo here.
¿Cómo estás? Wildcard.
EJV.
Jon Moxley, AEW World Champion, challenging MJF at AEW All Out Saturday. The world famous PWI 500 was released digitally the other day, and that champion, Jon Moxley, is number one for the first time ever. So this means all three members of the Shield, which I'm sporting a shirt of, have been featured on the PWI Top 500 in the number one spot. So behind Jon Moxley in the top 10, we got Adam Cole, we got Chris Jericho, Drew McIntyre, the WWE Champion, Naito, Okada, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and Kofi Kingston. You know, Adam Cole left a comment. He said, in response to the news on Twitter, he quoted a retweet that said, "Number 2, huh? All right, see you soon, 2021. Hashtag Adam Cole, baby." So what do you guys think? So far in 2020, obviously the year isn't finished, but we can go speculate of what you guys have watched in wrestling. Do you think Jon Moxley is the number one wrestler of 2020, or do you argue that there might be somebody else? And who would like to start this one off?
Let me go first, please.
Sure,
I will tell you right now. And I love Jon Moxley to death. Jon Moxley, if you ever see this, please know I have the utmost respect for you. You going out on your own, leaving WWE, and betting on yourself. Amazing. But no, you are not the number one best wrestler in the world from this year. Because keep in mind, this ranking system goes from, I believe, June 30th of last year to like what, July of this year?
Yeah, that's pretty much that's exactly right.
Okay, I just want to make sure. No, it's Adam Cole Bay, and let me tell you why. Yes, while what Jon has been doing for both AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling has been awesome and fun to watch, tell me right now, any match that Jon Moxley's done in AEW has been better than what Adam Cole has been doing the entire year, that entire calendar year as the NXT World Champion. From a wrestling standpoint, I mean, what Moxley's done in Japan has been awesome. Every match Moxley's done in New Japan has been freaking fantastic. Those matches I can watch over and over. But you mean to tell me the unsanctioned match that he had with Kenny Omega is better than anything that Adam Cole's done on NXT? I kid you not, the match that Moxley had with Joey Janela was better than the unsanctioned match that he did with Kenny Omega. That match was a disappointment. And I'm not knocking Moxley or Kenny Omega, but seriously, come on. It kind of felt like they were playing a little bit of favoritism. I mean, it was great. The storyline between Moxley and Jericho was good, but it wasn't really, oh my god. You know, it was the big shock and awe. Oh, I just saw Moxley win the AEW World titles because we were all at Revolution. But it was like not that. It wasn't like, oh my god. Wow. It was just like, oh, really? Moxley's the world champion? Okay, cool, great. He deserves it. We love him. But, like, to what Adam Cole's been doing? Hell, to what Naito's been doing in New Japan? You mean to tell me Moxley's better than those two guys right now? Seriously? Come on, man. Somebody's playing favoritism here. And again, I'm not knocking Mox. I will proudly wear the shirt for him at every single wrestling show. But, come on, he's not the best wrestler in the world right now.
Thank you, Nico. Wildcard, let's hear your take.
Originally, I was really excited to see Moxley at number 1. But, you know, I had some time to think about it, and I think, Nico, you really did reinforce essentially why Mox shouldn't even be number 1 on that list. Reason being, you know, when you mentioned Adam Cole, I think about a lot of the matches that he's had throughout the year. Last year even, you know, I mean, all the things that he had done. I still remember having him, like, him wrestling at Takeover Chicago back in November, and then he goes through that hellish War Games match, and then he wrestles the following day at Survivor Series the following night. Who does that? I mean, that the thing about that is that not many people would actually go out of the way to do that. I mean, it's not really talked about very much in the public. I mean, and as for Moxley, again, I don't want to discredit him, because everything that he's done has been stellar too. I just don't think that it's up to par to what Cole or even Jericho has done. So I mean, I honestly don't necessarily agree with this list. I do think that Moxley should be in at least the top 5, but number 1 is kind of interesting, I mean, because considering that the matches he could have had matches of the year for that would have made him number 1, it kind of fell short. So, but again, congrats to him either way. I just thought the list was a little bit off on that, maybe a little bit inaccurate, maybe even flip-flop Cole and Moxley, because that would make the most sense.
All right, very nice. CJV, how about your take?
Yeah, I'm going to go with my cohorts. And look, Jon Moxley had a stellar year. He had some great matches. He had some great, fights and brawls and bouts. But Adam Cole, come on. The year that man had. He had that amazing 2 out of 3 falls match against Johnny Gargano back in August of last year, which blew my mind. One of the best matches, which ended basically in a freaking barbed wire steel cage. Are you kidding me? He, of course, the feud with Tommaso Ciampa, which was a great feud, unbelievable. And then, the victory at Worlds Collide with Undisputed Era. And then, of course, like you said, him, competing at TakeOver, going through that brutal War Games match, and then going in and facing Pete Dunne and defending the NXT title. Then he put on amazing 5-star, 6 stars of his Tokyo Dome performances all year long. And to me, I think Adam Cole deserves that spot over Moxley because of those high quality matches. And I'm not saying Moxley put on some great matches. I mean, yeah, the sanction match with Joey Janela, awesome. The other match with Kenny Omega, great. He's had some great bouts. But to me, Adam Cole, I think it was one step above all year long, and I think he definitely deserves that top spot in the PWI 500. Baby.
Very nice thoughts, guys. Yeah, I mean, you can make any arguments. I mean, yeah, like I was gonna say, like we've seen Roman Reigns like win the PWI 500, and I mean, you can make arguments about him, whether or not he's worthy, or you can probably make that argument for almost any superstar. But with Jon Moxley, I mean, yeah, he's had the great Joey Janela match, his match with Kenny Omega at AEW Full Gear. That was a great match. I mean, yeah, like just the unsanctioned match, that was incredible. But yeah, I mean, with you guys have made great points with Adam Cole, like him having a War Games match, and then the next night he takes on Pete Dunne. 2 classic matches that happened. I thought those were fantastic matches. He's always having great matches. His match with Keith Lee was great. But yeah, I mean, if I were to piece together all the matches from June of last year to whatever the cutoff point is, I mean, we could probably argue all day about what superstars might have had some better matches than Jon Moxley. We'd probably throw AJ Styles into the equation. We could probably throw Daniel Bryan. I mean, really, you name it. And I don't watch a lot of New Japan. I'm sure you guys can make some great arguments there.
Naito, Okada.
Yeah, like you guys mentioned, Naito, Okada, I'm a big fan of him. I really like him when I do see his
Kota Ibushi, for Christ's sake. I mean, I'm just like...
You can make an argument for a lot of guys in New Japan. Will Ospreay could be in the top 10 there, too.
Absolutely. I mean, but you know what? I really can't argue it as well as maybe some other people can. I think I am proud of Moxley just kind of like leaving the WWE and doing his own thing, and presenting himself as a big deal. He's showing that, hey, WWE, you missed out on me. You screwed me up with that weird gas mask gimmick, and yeah, you could have made me something bigger than you chose to. But now here I'm in AEW kicking ass and taking names. And
yeah. Say this about that gimmick there. I mean, Mox, at the time, Ambrose, was kind of a genius with the gas mask because he predicted something that we are currently living through right now.
And dude, I was in love. I was loving that gimmick. I honestly was.
Yeah, but I mean, just to the original point, just like I'm proud of Moxley, and hey, congratulations for winning this award. I'm not gonna bitch about it too much. I mean, I could probably think of other wrestlers, but hey, I'm sure there's people that are less deserving too. So, congratulations, Jon Moxley.
I think it's not. Again, it's not a knock on Jon Moxley at all. I mean, I think it's safe to assume amongst the four of us, we love Moxley in this group, man. And love what, man.
Cool dude. Very laid back, very personal, very approachable. We get to see him in public, but it's just one of those things where you're just like, okay, really? Like, honestly, I would say Adam Cole's match that he had at TakeOver 25 was probably the best wrestling match of the year so far. Still to this very day, it's been the best match I've seen in a while.
Yeah, a great discussion, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Let us hear in the comment section if you think Jon Moxley deserves to be number one on the PWI 500. Let us know your thoughts. And also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Subscribe to the Too Sweet Cosplay channel if you haven't done so already. And give us a like on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Too Sweet Cosplay. Thank you for tuning in to this Too Sweet and Short. Peace out, everybody.